The cameras flash. Non-stop, blinding, relentless. And in that exact moment, Hailey Bieber steps onto the carpet and completely hijacks the night. No warning, no build-up, just instant domination. This is not just another red carpet appearance. This is the moment everyone is talking about. And here's the question no one can ignore. Where is Justin Bieber? Before we get into it, hit like, drop your thoughts in the comments, and stay until the end, because what unfolds behind the scenes might completely change how you see this power couple. The Met Gala 2026 has always been about spectacle, about fashion statements that blur the line between art and identity. But this year feels different. The energy is sharper, the stakes feel higher, and every step on that iconic staircase carries more weight than ever. And right at the center of it all, Hailey Bieber. She arrives in a look that instantly ignites the internet. Within seconds, clips flood social media. Within minutes, hashtags start trending worldwide. Within hours, the debate begins. Is this her most iconic look ever? The silhouette is bold, structured yet fluid, commanding attention without begging for it. The detailing, subtle but deliberate, feels like a message. Not loud, not chaotic, but precise. It's the kind of fashion moment that doesn't just get photographed. It gets studied. Zoom in, slow motion, replay, again. But here's where things start to shift. Because while Hailey is owning every inch of the spotlight, there's a noticeable absence. No hand to hold, no shared glance, no couple moment for the cameras. And suddenly, the question starts echoing louder than the applause. Why is Justin Bieber missing? Cut to a slower pace. The music drops. Insiders had hinted that he might attend. Fans expected at least a late appearance. Some even predicted a dramatic entrance. But as the night unfolds, it becomes clear. Justin is nowhere in sight. And that silence is loud. Social media splits instantly. One side celebrates Hailey's independence, calling this her defining solo moment. The other side speculates endlessly. Is this just scheduling conflict? A deliberate choice? Or something deeper that no one is saying out loud? Zoom in again, Hailey's expression. Calm, controlled, almost unreadable. She poses, turns, pauses just long enough for the cameras to capture perfection. But if you look closely, really closely, there's something else. Not sadness, not tension, but focus, intent. This isn't someone overshadowed by absence. This is someone stepping fully into her own narrative. And yet, the mystery lingers. Halfway through the night, a new wave of rumors begins circulating. Reports suggest Justin has been keeping a low profile in recent weeks. No major public appearances. Minimal social media activity. Fans start connecting dots, whether they exist or not. Pattern interrupt. Quick cuts. Headlines flashing. Where is Justin Bieber? Hailey shines solo at Met Gala 2026. Is this a new chapter? The speculation becomes part of the story. And suddenly, Hailey's look isn't just about fashion anymore. It's about symbolism. Because in a world obsessed with celebrity couples, absence becomes a statement, whether intentional or not. But here's the twist no one saw coming. Behind the scenes, sources close to the couple suggest something entirely different. Not drama, not conflict, but strategy. A shift in how they navigate the spotlight. A conscious decision to separate their public identities, at least for now. Let that sink in. Because if that's true, then this moment isn't about distance. It's about evolution. And Hailey, she's leading it. The final hours of the gala only reinforce it. She continues to dominate conversations. Fashion critics praise the precision of her look. Fans dissect every angle, every detail, every micro-expression. The narrative solidifies this was her night, not theirs, hers. And when the event wraps, when the lights dim and the cameras finally slow, one thing is undeniable. Hailey Bieber didn't just attend the Met Gala 2026. She defined it. As for Justin Bieber, the silence remains, but it no longer feels like a void. It feels like a setup. Something intentional, something waiting, because in the world of global celebrities, timing is everything. And sometimes Stepping back is the loudest move of all. So what do you think? Is this a new era for Hailey Bieber? And where do you believe Justin Bieber really was during the biggest night in fashion? Drop your opinion below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more breaking celebrity stories that everyone will be talking about next. And just when it feels like the story has reached its peak, it shifts again. Because hours after the last guests leave the Met Gala 2026, the internet refuses to move on. Instead, it digs deeper. Frame by frame, second by second, every clip of Hailey Bieber is replayed, reanalyzed, and reinterpreted. A slow zoom on her entrance goes viral. A pause mid-pose sparks new theories. Even the way she turns at the top of the stairs becomes a headline. This isn't just fashion anymore. It's forensic-level attention. And then, something subtle happens. A behind-the-scenes clip surfaces. Not from the main carpet, not from the official broadcast, but from a side angle, unfiltered, slightly shaky, almost accidental. In it, Hailey is seen just before stepping into the spotlight. No cameras in her face yet. No flashing lights. Just a brief, quiet moment. She exhales. A small pause. And then she steps forward. That clip explodes overnight. Because suddenly, the narrative shifts again. That single breath becomes symbolic. Fans call it the reset moment. The second she steps out not as part of a duo, but as an individual force. And still, the question circles back. Where is Justin Bieber? New whispers begin to surface. Some claim he chose to stay away intentionally, wanting the focus entirely on Hailey. Others suggest he's working on something behind closed doors. Music, perhaps, or a personal project far from public scrutiny. A few even hint at something more complex, something emotional, but without confirmation, those theories remain exactly that, theories. Pattern interrupt, fast cuts, notifications popping, comment sections flooding. Justin is letting her shine. This feels planned. Something is definitely going on. The conversation doesn't slow, it multiplies. Meanwhile, fashion insiders begin revealing more details about Hailey's look. The design wasn't last minute. It wasn't random. It was months in the making. Every element, fabric, structure, silhouette, carefully chosen to deliver impact. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Sources say the look was designed with a specific intention. Transformation. Not just visually, but symbolically. A transition from being seen as part of a high-profile couple to standing as a singular icon in her own right. And if that's true, then everything starts to align. The solo appearance, the controlled demeanor, the precision of every movement. This wasn't accidental. This was execution. Cut to a slower tone again. But here's the part that truly keeps people watching. Because while Hailey's moment continues to dominate headlines, Justin's absence begins to take on a different meaning. Not as a gap, but as a shadow presence. The more he's not there, the more people talk about him. It's paradoxical. He's trending without showing up. And in the world of global fame, that's power. But then comes another twist. Late into the night, a cryptic update appears. Not a full statement, not an interview, just a subtle digital movement linked to Justin. Enough to reignite curiosity, but not enough to answer anything. And just like that, the story resets again. Now it's no longer just about what happened at the Met Gala. It's about what happens next. Because moments like this don't exist in isolation. They ripple forward. They set the tone for future appearances, future headlines, future narratives. And fans know it. That's why engagement skyrockets. That's why every new post, every new sighting, every minor update becomes part of a larger puzzle. Zoom in, comments scrolling endlessly. Next appearance together will be huge. This is a rebrand. They're playing the long game. Whether those assumptions are true or not almost doesn't matter anymore. Because the perception itself is driving the story. And at the center of it all, Hailey remains steady. No dramatic responses. No public clarifications. Just presence. Controlled. Intentional. Unshaken. Which only adds more intrigue. Because in an environment fueled by reaction, silence becomes strategy. and strategy creates longevity. As the days pass, the impact of that one night doesn't fade. It evolves. Fashion outlets continue breaking down her look. Pop culture analysts debate the significance of Justin's absence. Fans keep speculating, connecting dots, building narratives. And still, no definitive answers. Only momentum, only anticipation. Because the truth is, moments like these are rarely about a single event. They're about positioning, about timing, about shaping how the world sees you, not just now, but moving forward. And if this was intentional, then it worked. Completely. Hailey Bieber didn't just go viral. She shifted perception. And Justin Bieber? He turned absence into presence. Which brings us to the real question. Not what happened that night, but what are they building toward? Because in the world they operate in, nothing at this level is slouchy. Every move echoes, every silence speaks, and every spotlight, shared or solo, tells a story. So stay close, because if this was the beginning of a new chapter, the next moment might be even bigger. And just when the conversation feels like it's finally slowing down, it surges again. Stronger, louder, and far more intense than before, because a new angle emerges. Not from the red carpet, not from fashion critics, but from those who have followed Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber for years, fans who notice patterns others miss. They begin pointing out something unexpected. This isn't the first time Hailey has stepped into a major spotlight alone, but this time it feels different. Pattern interrupt, quick montage, past appearances, previous Met Gala moments, public outings side by side. The contrast is undeniable. Before, there was always a shared energy, a visible connection, a dual presence that shaped the narrative. Now, it's singular, focused, almost cinematic, and that shift becomes the story. Online forums light up. Long threads begin dissecting timelines, comparing appearances, analyzing interviews. Every detail becomes evidence in a growing theory that this isn't just a phase but a repositioning, a deliberate recalibration of identity. And here's where it gets even deeper. Some insiders suggest that both Hailey and Justin have been navigating a new rhythm behind the scenes, one that prioritizes individual growth while maintaining their connection away from public pressure. If true, it changes everything, because suddenly the absence isn't a red flag. It's a boundary, a controlled separation between public image and private reality. Cut to a softer pace. A quiet clip resurfaces, an older interview where Hailey briefly touches on independence, on carving her own space in an industry that often defines women by their relationships. At the time, it passed without much attention. Now, it feels almost prophetic. Zoom in. Subtle music builds, because what we might be witnessing isn't just a viral moment. It's a turning point. And turning points don't always come with announcements. Sometimes they arrive disguised as fashion statements, as silence, as absence. Meanwhile, Justin Bieber continues to remain out of direct view. No red carpet appearance, no immediate explanation, just a growing digital footprint that hints at activity without revealing intention. A like here, follow there, a quiet presence that refuses to fully disappear. And that ambiguity fuels everything, because uncertainty keeps people watching, keeps the narrative alive. Pattern interrupt again. Fast cuts, fan edits, dramatic zooms, slowed down footage of Hailey's walk, headlines overlapping, voices speculating. Is this her solo era? Are they redefining celebrity relationships? Is this distance or design? Each question adds another layer. Another hook, another reason for audiences to stay invested. But then, a new development. A respected fashion insider releases a breakdown, not just of Hailey's outfit, but of its cultural positioning. According to them, this look doesn't just follow trends, it challenges them. It rejects the need for excess noise and instead leans into controlled dominance. In other words, power through precision. And suddenly, everything clicks. Because that same philosophy mirrors the entire situation. No over-explanation, no reactive statements, just calculated presence. Hailey didn't need to say anything. She showed it, and in doing so, She shifted the balance of attention entirely. Cut to a slower, more reflective tone. But here's the part that truly locks people in. Because even as Hailey's moment continues to expand, there's an underlying question that refuses to fade. What happens when Justin finally steps back into the frame? Think about it. The anticipation has been building. The silence has stretched long enough to create tension. And in storytelling, whether intentional